Hi all, it's Ragarath and Firehose. It's Monday, so they have released an update, and this time is about Production Terminal X-Ray. So let's have a look at what Joey has to tell us.
Hey folks, this is Joey from Firehose Games. I'm here with another update for Tectonica, and this week we're talking about PT X-Ray. PT X-Ray is the new production terminal that we're bringing in with the base building update. That update is still slated for December, and the PT will be part of it.
Ooh, so we get the
this
production.
Week we're going to talk about.
That's awesome. I didn't realize we're getting the production terminal at the same time as base building. Awesome.
That production terminal, share a little bit of our design philosophy and getting to it, and some of what you can expect from it. But I do want to give just a minor spoiler warning. If you really care about that sense of discovery when you first walk up to a production terminal, much like you had for Lima or Victor, maybe skip this video or jump to the end. We're going to be showing the production terminal a lot here, and I know that some players really like to discover that for themselves, so feel free to skip. There is
Normally that's me, but I'm going to watch this anyway. If you don't want to, guys, then sign off now.
a note towards the end of the video where we talk about the updated stair models and some power systems. If you want, you can just jump to that in the timeline below. We'll get to that at the end with probably a horrible segue, but it is unrelated to Production Terminal X-Ray, and you probably want to know the information. If you care that much about this game, you're going to care about the stuff that I have to say at the end when we come to stairs. But let's talk about PT X-Ray. So this is PT X-Ray. This brand new production terminal, it was designed to feel.
That's a different design than the others. Look at that. It's got an underneath bit to it.
Like its own distinct thing, while also echoing some of the original stuff that you see in Lima and Victor. All of these buildings really serve the same function on Calyx, right? So they look similar, but it's our mission to make each of them feel.
What are those machines underneath? They look kind of like train stations. I wonder if they're train stations.
Very distinct, like they have their own personality. You can say that for Lima and Victor. Those two terminals feel very different. Their locales feel different. And now I think you can say that for X-Ray. X-Ray is obviously, it's more green than the others are blue, and then kind of the orangish that Lima is. X-Ray is also surrounded by dripstone caverns and the fungus grotto, and so those two spaces of the river biome have been brought in, and so you have a very similar feel for PT X-Ray. You'll also notice that PT X-Ray has built-in monorail depots. All of the production terminals so far have ports, and you can automate the loading in of goods in order to get your terminal ready for upgrading rather than carrying things over and dropping them in. You have both options available to you. With PT X-Ray, you're going to need to do that automation with monorail depots if you want to automate the upgrading of production terminals. So those are actually built into the terminal themselves.
So far, I've not really found a need to automate the upgrading. It's perhaps something that I might try this playthrough, but so far I haven't really needed to, because there's not a lot of stuff you really needed to gather, and gathering in boxes and then taking over is just as easy as automatically feeding, and you know exactly where you are.
I love this new space. I think it looks really special, and it went from being like a thing that was just a concept, as you see in this art done by our art team, all the way to what it is now, and it's super cool. We kind of love it, and I'm excited for you guys to get to explore it. But why do we name it PT X-Ray? It's funny, there are some players on our Discord and our Reddit specifically that talk a lot about the storyline, and we get really excited when we see these theories. We don't really respond because we don't want to spoil anything for players, and we feel that even responding might lend credit or discredit a theory, and we like the theories rolling because it's very interesting, and we think it makes our story even better and stronger. Folks are theorizing that there is some sort of naming convention happening with the production terminals. I'll confirm that there is, in fact, a naming convention happening, but I'm not going to share what it is. You won't be able to figure that out with this update, but yeah, we're doing it on purpose. But Will, our narrative designer, also thought it was kind of a happy accident that PT X-Ray was the one we chose for the base building update. The base building parts are going to be the bones of your factory, and it's cheesy, but PT X-Ray, X-rays can see bones. I don't know. Will told me it was great. let's just put it in the video, Joey. Sure, it sounds good. So speaking of PT X-Ray and its name, let's talk a little about the tiers that it unlocks. Yes, this new production terminal will include new tiers to unlock, just like Victor, Lima, and the freight elevator. The tiers will bring along with them new tech and a whole host of new intermediates. We're not ready to share the tree with you or the unlocks that it's included. We will be sharing this tree ahead of the release of the base building update. But yeah, there's a whole lot to unlock here with the production.
Okay, so is PT X-Ray up the elevator? Interesting that he mentioned the elevator there.
Terminals in base building. All right, what about the stairs? I promised stairs. So when we initially started work on the power system in Tectonica before release, our power system, it wasn't really designed to conduct power at like a diagonal that you see for the steps. And so we had to kind of overhaul that in order to make stairs actually conduct power. Right now in the current version of Tectonica, if you're playing, you know that you either have to run an HVC cable to a grid of power floors, or if you want to connect two separate levels of power floors, you have to kind of run pillars of power floors up between them. And the stairs really do nothing. They're just like a decoration or a ramp. Moving forward with base building, stairs actually conduct power.
Woohoo! We were meant to have this in the alpha, but it never worked. Hence, at the moment, we don't have any stairs that conduct power. But they look totally different.
So you won't need the pillars in order to conduct them, and you won't need to run an HVC cable just to get power between floors. You can just do it with the stairs. And that's the way we always wanted it to be, and we're glad that we're able to do it here with this update and the power refactor that's been going on in the background. But in addition to being able to conduct power between floors, stairs also got a nice new model. The older one was always kind of on the temporary side, but we're introducing new sets of stairs with this base building update, and we wanted the current single 1x1 set to match the new set. And so it's got a remodel, and it will blend in nicely with the stairs that are coming into your factories with base building.
Okay, so that's going to change our current decoration, because at the moment we can use stairs, the little stairs, for decoration. But with base building coming in, hopefully that sort of thing won't be needed anymore.
Speaking of base building, if you've been looking in the background of the clip that I'm showing while I'm talking about this power stair system, that's actually a little base that I built myself the morning I recorded this video, just kind of goofing around with the parts.
That fits in. That is awesome. That fits in really well. I like that. The walls and the panels, they just fit in nicely.
Design and testing and giving feedback to the developers. But yeah, that's the stairs in the power system. We're really happy that we're able to do it. It's probably going to be a lot more convenient for players. I know it's more convenient for me. Thanks for watching this week's update. I know it was a short one, but we'll have a lot more to share about base building as time rolls and we get closer towards that December release, which is coming up really fast. Can't believe it's already November. But thank you for hanging out. Thanks for all your feedback. It really makes our game better, and we love that you're kind of part of this community and helping us march through early access and on our way to full release eventually. So much appreciated. You can join our Discord. It's discord.gg/Tectonica. It's Joey, and you'll find Lauren as Leftmost Puddle and all the other developers that are on Discord. Just come and hang out. We're a fun group to chat with, I think. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bye. Okay, guys, what did you think of that? I thought that was awesome. PT X-Ray looks amazing, and the new base building parts that we saw, awesome. Okay, well, if you've enjoyed watching this with me and my feedback, then please give it a like. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Bye all.